Welcome back to this Let's Play of the original official campaign for Neverwinter Nights 2. Last time we started exploring Amanjero's haven. We haven't run into Amanjero yet, but Chandra got kidnapped? It's hard to tell. She disappeared and now she's been teleporting around having conversations with some of the demons and devils in this place, which we've also had some conversations with, and some of which have ended violently. But we also have some work to do for them, and, well, I guess it's the only way forward, so we're going to have to do the devil's work. This book we just found at the end of the last episode has a lore skill requirement to use it properly, and I don't innately have any lore skill, so I'm going to use Inspire Competence, Greater Heroism, this Headband of Intellect, which gives essentially +4 to the lore skill because it gives +8 to int. These Rings of Insight and Scholars, which give +5 lore each, my Luck Stone, and I'm also going to cast the Legend Lore spell on myself. With all of those little skills and buffs, even though I have an innate 0 lore skill, my modified lore skill is 47. I think that's probably going to be enough for what's required in this book. And you get 500 XP for doing it right. And we can also use Spellcraft on the book for another 500 XP, and it apparently has the opposite effect of what it's supposed to do. So freedom is going to cause some problems for us, but we will have to see what we can do with this book. If it's opposite, Imprison may actually help this imp here. Let's just try it out, see what happens. And the imp runs away free. Great. Apparently we did a quest we were supposed to be doing ahead of time. Hopefully we'll still get the reward for it. I mean, these aren't exactly what you'd call benevolent creatures we're dealing with. Nishka identifies this as a pit fiend, which is, you know, not a minor demon. Devil. Demon. I can never keep him straight. This guy you actually run into again in Mask of the Betrayer. So if you play that campaign, he's memorable at the time, but... And since I've already done his little quest, he will do his little part of opening the portal for me. Alright. The next area is going to require some buffing up, so I'll be right back. I have one more spell I'm going to add to my typical buffs, which is Shadow Shield. Shadow Shield gives you a 5 natural armor bonus, which makes this plus the Amulet of Natural Armor +3 kind of redundant. It also gives you just a whole host of immunities and a little bit of damage absorption, which most enemies are going to be bypassing by now, but better than nothing, right?
Get on him! Attack!
These succubi can cast charming spells, which I guess should not come as any great surprise. But they're not too hard as long as you don't all get charmed. Saving throw bonuses obviously help, as do just like protection from evil. Bloodin here, I guess, is our last stop on our roundo demons. Apparently she's just looking for amusement, and she doesn't seem to mind that I killed her servants, and she found it amusing that they died. And she tries to seduce you, and you can sort of say no for influence with Nishka or Eleni, depending on who's present. If they're both present, I don't know what controls which, but if you need influence with one or the other, this is a good place to bring it along. Bring one of the two along, because it's 3, which is quite a big hit. And she wants you to do something entertaining, and, well, asking her to open the door to the laboratory is not entertaining, so she summons up some just more random stuff for you to kill. Or, I guess, she invites in some more random stuff for you to kill. If she actually summoned it, I would actually have a reason to cast Dismissal, and, you know, that would be nice, but I'm still sitting here waiting on a reason to cast it. Let's talk to her again. Apparently, the pit fiend in the other room has previously been sending hellhounds after her and trying to attack her, and he stopped, mostly because they can't really hurt each other and they can't leave the rooms they're in. So she wants more amusement of another fight. Kind of bloodthirsty, but, you know, I guess if they're evil. And you can promise Karaboros that you'll help out. He was more or less just doesn't want to waste his hellhounds at, you know, fighting this girl's minions if they're actually just going to lose. If they're going to win, he doesn't care. And you can tell when you're going to be helping out the hellhounds. Actually, we're not really helping them out. She's just summoning more succubi and we're just right. And we completed her service, so we get some XP, and we also get the true name that we were looking for, or one of the other people was looking for earlier, and that helps us out in multiple ways. You can use it to complete that quest, but you can also use it on Zaxxas, who is otherwise not going to help us open this portal. You don't actually have to complete all of these quests. You only have to complete, I think, 3 or 4 of them. And it's actually impossible to complete all of them because 2 of them require you to essentially kill the other one. But we're done with Karaboros. We're done with Bloodend. So we have Zaxxas, Jezebel, and Balbasan. Mephasm automatically helps you out. And you just invoke the true name of Zaxxas, and you can command it to stop referring to itself in third person for some influence with Nishka, but it's too dumb to understand. It is, however, smart enough to understand how to open the portal, so you can just order it to do that. Now, Jezebel and Balbasan, essentially you have to take sides in this fight. There's no way to actually complete both of their quests, as far as I know. And you can either sort of complete her quest, and
I think we've had
which
enough
would
of this
be
one.
easier, but, you know, heck, I'd rather just betray her, defeat her minions, and then hand in the quest to our friendly other, well, whatever that guy is, because, well, he it's 1,000 XP either way, and you might as well get as much as you can out of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Nishka got a rather charmed, so we're just gonna have to beat the crap out of her. Sorry, Nishka.
And this! And this! Take this!
Something you want? Get on him! Attack! Attack!
Right,
Attack!
I'll deal with this off screen. That was kind of embarrassing. Anyway, I've cast a whole bunch of buffs. We're just about ready to face off with the big boss of this place, but we'll hand in Balbasan's quest. I didn't actually need to do it. I had my requisite 3, but doing more quests is more experience, and more experience is good stuff. I'm also going to cast Energy Immunity Acid, just because of one attack that the enemy has here. But you can actually break these spikes before the fight starts.
Well, looks like we walked into another ambush.
My! That sound sure is pervasive. And with such a high tempo, too. But I don't quite recognize the tune.
That would be the alarm. Sneaking around from now on will be a little more difficult.
Intruders, unbidden and unwelcome. Are you prepared to pay the price?
I'll pay it at 10% off. That sounds good?
You. How you entered this place is a mystery, but it was a mistake. One which will soon XP. Why, you have brought gifts. You carry the shards, and one is even lodged inside you. Interesting. Let me take them off your hands, and from your corpse.
Alright. There are 5 enemies here already. These spikes just do random ranged attacks. You can break them. They're not actually worth XP. The Warlock is here, obviously. And then he will also, quote-unquote, summon something. Enemies very rarely actually use summon spells, which makes using banishment here a real pain. But he is, however, vulnerable to Bull Rush, and that kind of, I don't know, it kind of cheapens the fight. I probably shouldn't even use it. But the only quirk is that he is now invisible, and so I'm going to have to use True Seeing on myself. This Gem of Seeing you pick up in the ruins in the gem mine, I think. But I can...
You think you have won? You are fools! The Haven! It is the source of my power!
Looks like you're not so tough after all. King of Shadows, my tail.
I kind of expected more of a fight. It can't be this easy.
I won't do what you want. There's another way. There has to be.
Of course there is. But the only other way is letting its friends die here, now.
You're lying.
Chandra, even you know that truth can wound more than any lie.
You and your allies are stronger than I anticipated. But I will bear these indignities no longer. This entire sanctuary is my weapon. All who are trapped here fuel my power. I can harness the energies of this place, bind them to me. I can summon flame from the walls, turn the air in your lungs to fire. And you are nothing more than leaves caught in a storm. Did you really think you could face me here and survive?
Yeah, I guess we did.
It feels it. The lives of those others are about to be snuffed out. In moments, the decision of Chandra of Jero will matter not, and Amanjero will have this day.
It can't be him. It makes no sense. How did he survive? Where has he been, and why, after all this time?
Do such questions matter when death is so close at hand? The wizard they face is Blood of Jero. It knows this. As for those you travel with, reach out to them. Feel them die.
Well, this isn't good.
You can't beat him. The only way to do it is to free the demons. They're granting all his power.
Okay. Well, that's not a very good position to be in, but I guess we haven't lost yet. I guess we'll find out what happens next time, because we're out of time.